Hey everyone, October is getting closer and with it comes the release of the first ever $1,000 LEGO set, the UCS Death Star. It will be the last set released in 2025, so I am doing the top 10 LEGO Star Wars sets of 2025. So without further ado, let's get started with number 10. I have the U-Wing. It's the second set to come from Andor and it is $70. 4 minifigures are included and Dedra Meero appears for the first time in LEGO, so it's awesome to get a really good character from Andor. I do wish that the minifigure had dual molded legs as the printing does look a little bit odd, and I do like the hair and hat mold, but overall the minifig is solid. K2SO makes a return. Last time was in 2016. Andor is a good minifig, and the last is an ISB tactical agent. This is the second U-Wing that LEGO has released since 2016 when the first one released. The build is smaller and the interior suffers because of that. You can only fit one minifig in the cockpit and one minifig in the underside, and even then it's a really tight fit. The way the doors open isn't accurate. You pull them down here when it's actually supposed to be sliding doors, so that's a bit of a disappointment. What it lacks in interior though, I think it makes up for in the exterior. This U-Wing looks really good. Its smaller size gives it a more accurate look. It's sleeker and smoother as there are more tiles. The play feature with the wings is still really cool like the first U-Wing, and I like the detail in the rear section of the ship. I wish it had a larger interior as it is a transport and it does come with a good minifigure lineup. This U-Wing is a lot more accurate looking. I like the sleeker look and it looks good on display. Moving on to number 9, I have the V-19 Torrent Starfighter. It released August 1st and retails for $65. The last time LEGO released a V-19 Torrent was back in 2008, so it has been a while. And it's good to get another. I want to start with the minifigures first. There are 3 included, and they are Obi-Wan Kenobi, Asajj Ventress, and a Phase 1 clone pilot. The clone pilot has a new helmet mold, which is pretty accurate with the look and printing. It's also great to get a clone pilot again, and the UCS gunship definitely could have used one. Obi-Wan is in his Clone Wars outfit, which is the mix of Jedi robes and clone armor. The outfit is very cool. It's one of my favorites from the show, and the printing here looks really good. I really love the arm printing and I love this new Obi-Wan minifig. It's now one of my favorites. The last is Ventress. Overall a good minifig. I think the weakest of the 3, but still good. I do wish that LEGO gave her pupils for her eyes. It still does look a little bit odd. In recent years they've been doing that. They did that to Emperor Palpatine and Darth Maul. Ventress's head and outfit printing looks good, and I think this is a really good minifigure lineup. I like the design of this new V-19. It has an accurate look. I like the yellow cockpit as well and the smooth look that the midsection has. The wing feature is okay as you move each one individually, but it would have been better if there was a mechanism that moved all 3 like the 2008 version. The build is smaller than the previous one, but I think it's both good and bad. Good because it's closer to minifigure scale, which is nice. It's still not quite there, but it is closer. The last one was pretty big. Bad because this set is $65. Now this set did release in a very overpriced wave, and this set is a bit overpriced, but it's not as bad as some of those other sets. This is one of the better Clone Wars sets this year. It's a good looking build and pretty accurate, and the minifigures are phenomenal. At number 8 is the Battle of Felucia, which was part of the August 1st wave. It retails for $160 and has 976 pieces. It is an overpriced set and the price per piece ratio isn't that good, but I do think that the set is good and it's a good Clone Wars set as well. This is the first time that LEGO has released the Clone Wars version of the MTT. I have always liked the Clone Wars version more, so it's nice to finally get the MTT in the blue and gray color. It's a solid design. It's not perfect. I would have liked more detail on the rear section, and I think the structure of the back isn't the most accurate looking. The front half does look good. I love the printed dish piece on the front. The droid rack play feature is executed really well. You twist a piece on the back and the droid rack comes out. The rack can only fit a total of 6 droids, which is a bit of a disappointment. It's a pretty small MTT compared to past versions. I just really want another one that's that 2007 size. The back can open up where you can store blasters. It's not that big of an interior. There is also a STAP included for the droids. On the droid side, there are 6 battle droids, 1 pilot droid, and 3 commando droids. The commando droids have made a return. Last time they were in a set was in 2013, so 12 years later and they are back. The commando droids do have a new look with a silver color and the printing looks great. On the Republic side, there is a new Aayla Secura and for the first time ever, Commander Bly. Aayla Secura has some updated printing which looks accurate and looks good. Commander Bly does have some inaccuracies like a different color on the chest and the belt not being fully yellow. They are nitpicks, but it is something I noticed when I reviewed this set. Of course, printed waist capes is a disappointment. Overall though, I am glad to get Commander Bly. The MTT looks good. I like the minifigure lineup and I really like the commando droids. It's overpriced, which is why it's on the lower end of this list, but it's also a pretty good set and a good addition for the Clone Wars. Moving on to number 7, the AT-AT driver helmet is one of the 3 helmets to be released this year, and I think it's the best one. I think it's one of the best helmet sets in general. It retails for $70, the design is really good, and the building process was fun. You build multiple small sections and you just keep adding to the build. It's different than some of the other helmet sets that I've seen. I like how seamlessly each section connects because there's really no gaps. The build has an accurate look and I really like the visor mouth section. It looks great, but the only thing I don't like about this set are the stickers. There are a good amount of stickers and most of these stickers are big too. There are some printed pieces like the Imperial logos at the top, but I would have liked more. Overall, it's a great looking build and it is a great addition to the helmet line. Coming in at number 6, I have the Battle Droid with Stap. This is an addition to the buildable characters lineup, but what makes this one different is that there is also a buildable vehicle as well, which I really like. It is a really phenomenal model and has an accurate design. I love the amount of detail. There's just one minor thing that looks iffy to me, and that's the piece used above the droid eyes because it slightly sticks out, so it makes the droid look sad, which is funny. It just doesn't look bad or anything, but just looks funny and iffy to me. I also like how you can take off the droid from the Stap so you can display both of them next to each other. There is also a regular size Lego droid and Stap included. I have the buildable Droideka from last year, and this set would look great next to that one. It's a phenomenal designed droid and Stap, and it is a great display. Entering the top 5, I have K2SO. This is another buildable character set. It was released on August 1st and retails for $90. This is the third set to come from Andor. Like I said earlier, the August 1st wave had a lot of overpriced sets. K2SO is actually fairly priced. It has 845 pieces, so the price per piece isn't bad at all. And compared to some other sets, I do think that this set is worth the price. The model is great. I really like this build and the accurate look. The head is the only part that looks a little bit odd to me, but it's not that bad. There is also a regular Lego K2SO included like the other buildable character sets. The design is great and I like the overall look. K2SO was great in Rogue One and Andor, so this is for sure one I want to add to my collection and it looks like a great display piece. At number 4 is Chopper. The set retails for $100 and this is another buildable character on this list. This year was a really good year for buildable characters, honestly, both in the characters chosen and the builds. This set is from the Ahsoka show, but Chopper was of course in Star Wars Rebels too, so Chopper is a loved droid by many and Chopper is one of my favorite droids for sure. This is a really great designed model. I love the detail and the accuracy. Having the different color leg is good. The features are nice with Chopper's arms and the small dish on top. There is one small inaccuracy and that is on the head above the third eye. The yellow line should stop at the eye, but here it goes all the way to the top. I don't see why Lego couldn't have just made it orange. The extra piece is just a 1x1 tile, so I don't know. It doesn't necessarily take away from the look or anything, but it's just something that is a really easy fix. The regular Lego Chopper included is the same from the Ghost set from 2023, and I do like the minifig. Overall, I really love this Chopper build. It's a detailed design, and I think it's the best buildable character released this year. And like K2SO, this is one I definitely want to pick up. Moving on to number 3, I have the UCS Death Star. Retailing at a whopping $1,000, the Death Star is now the biggest Star Wars set and the most expensive Lego set ever. It has 9,023 pieces, and at least for price per piece, it's not bad, but price per piece doesn't tell the whole story. The Death Star is a pretty controversial set right now because the final product wasn't what many people were expecting, myself included. Many were wanting a full sphere that opened up and revealed an interior. Others, at the very least, wanted a half sphere, half interior, so you got both the interior and exterior. What we got is a flat slice, essentially, of the Death Star, and it shows many scenes from the original trilogy. It's one big diorama, which the interior does look nice. Now, I don't hate it. It actually has grown on me since being revealed, but I don't love it either, and I don't think it's worth $1,000. For the first $1,000 set ever, you want it to be near perfect, and that's just not the case here. This is worth $800 at best. Now, I do think that it is a top 3 set for this year. It offers a lot. I mean, it comes with 38 minifigures, which is an insane number. Getting characters like Admiral Yularen, Galen Erso, and even the Hot Tub Trooper is very awesome. It does have a lot of detail, and like I said, the interior looks very good. I will say that a couple of the rooms are dioramas that we have got before, like the Trash Compactor, Emperor's Throne Room, and there has been a Vader's Meditation Chamber. It is a small bummer to think about because it's like we are paying a ton for a few builds that we have already gotten, and those sets have released recently, so the designs are pretty similar. Now, those are just 3 of the rooms, and there are others, but it's just something I've seen people talk about. I like the small scale Imperial shuttle included as well. The set is just not what I was expecting. It wasn't what I hoped for either. At the very least, Lego should have made the back half a sphere because then that gives you 2 different ways to display it. That also allows some exterior scenes like the trench run. I mean, after all, the Death Star is a sphere, and so the flat slice look here just isn't the best. Lego even teases us with a full look at the Death Star on the the box. Overall, it's a mixed bag for me. Like I said, for this year, it is one of the best sets. It offers a lot and the interior looks great, but for such a big price tag, I would have loved for at least half a sphere, but I am not entirely satisfied with what we got. At number 2 is the UCS ATST. This set retails for $200 and it has 1,513 pieces. This is the second UCS ATST, with the first being released back in 2006. I gotta say, this new ATST looks phenomenal and is a massive upgrade since the first one. When I first saw this set, it was the picture of the box. Something just looked odd about it. Maybe it was just the angle that the box showed the set, but once it was revealed and I saw it out of the box, it looked great. I really love the detailed design of the head with the turrets and the laser cannon in the front. The legs are detailed as well, and the modern look with the mix of tiles and plates is a very good look, especially on the back. I like the small color accents of the two dark tan 1x1 tiles. It's a nice small detail. Then there is an interior in the head with 2 seats in this good looking dark brown, and there are control panels as well. The set comes with 1 ATST driver. It would have been nice if there were 2 for both seats. Now this isn't a minifig scale model. It's too large for minifigs, but I think 2 drivers just would have been nice. Now for $200, you could say it's a little overpriced, but I think it's good for $200. It's a great addition to the Ultimate Collector series and definitely is an upgrade from the 2006 version. I have as the best set of 2025 the UCS Jango Fett Slave 1, or as it says on the box, Jango Fett's Fire Spray class starship. Before this year, there had only ever been one Jango Fett Slave 1 released, and that was all the way back in 2002. Making a UCS version after that long of a gap was the best option, and LEGO did not disappoint. The set retails for $300 and has 2,970 pieces. There are 2 minifigures included, with them being Jango Fett and Boba Fett. Jango looks great and I love the arm printing. The printing on Boba is good. The only thing wrong is the hairpiece. Boba in the movie has a middle part for his hairstyle, and here it's not, clearly. Now the theory you could say is that LEGO chose that hairpiece to show his hair wet. They never say that anywhere, hence why I said theory. I like to think it's the wet hair look, but I think the accurate hair would have just been better. I always had very high praise for the UCS Slave 1 from 2015, and now there's a new one with newer techniques and a newer design, and it looks phenomenal. I think it's the best Slave 1 to date, and it's an upgraded version to that 2015 one. I love the colorway with the dark blue, white, green, and the yellow accents. The design gets the look and shape down. The techniques to get the oval shape are good, and you can kind of see that on the underside. The underside looks good as well with the engine thrusters, and of course, there's a space for the seismic charge. There is the feature where when you pick it up, the wings on the side rotate, and then you can move the laser cannons as well, and there's a function where you can open and close the ramp at the front. There is also an interior which is bigger than the 2015 one. There is a section that you can pull out that has 3 seats and control panels. Under that section, there are an extra 2 seats. There is also a small part you can pull out that has a small back-to container. It's a very detailed and good looking interior. There is a brick-built stand included that you can display the Slave 1 on in the flying position. There is also the option to display it landed, and both options look really good. The only thing that I am not a fan of are the stickers. I have said this for a few sets on this list. I don't hate stickers, but for a $300 set, I think you want the best, and I think printed pieces are the best as they look better. I also think it's just the amount of stickers. The set has a good amount of them, some big and some small. I absolutely love this set though. It's awesome to get Jango Fett's Slave 1 in the UCS scale. The build is about minifig scale too, which is nice. It's an upgraded version from the 2015 one, and that is great to see. I do think that this set is worth the price. It has 2,970 pieces, so the price per piece is good, and the build is great for display. That is my top 10 LEGO Star Wars sets of 2025. Overall, it was a good year for LEGO Star Wars. Not great because of the many overpriced sets, but good because we got sets we haven't gotten in a while. Like the UCS ATST and Jango Slave 1. It was a good year for the Clone Wars 2. There were a nice amount of sets, and it was nice to get Commando droids and a new clone pilot. Let me know down in the comments which sets you like or don't like, and if you agree or disagree with anything on my list. I always like being able to interact with you all and see which sets you choose. Definitely lightsaber slash that like button and subscribe with the bell on so you know when I upload. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a great day, and until next time, peace.